Have you ever had a rude person ask you questions that criticize or insult you? In this case, the most important thing to remember is to never get defensive. It will only make you look more guilty. And it will only intensify your tendency to be even more defensive. For example, if someone asks you, "Why can't you understand what I'm telling you?" If you answer, "I'm suffering from information overload," then they will ask back, "Why are you suffering from information overload? Can't you focus on just the important things?" The more you answer, the more they will ask more questions, which will only make you more defensive. Instead of you answering the questions, turn the tables around and put them on the defensive end, by asking them to explain why they thought that way or how they arrived at their opinion. Ask back something like, "How fast would you like me to learn what you're teaching?" If they say, "I expect you to know everything in 30 minutes. Then you could ask them again, "How about 35 minutes, is that too long for you?" The purpose of this activity is to make them defend their answers, instead of the other way around. Once you get them to talk about the specifics, and drill them down to explain the nitty-gritty aspects of their criticisms, they will have a much tougher time answering. And eventually, they'll back down. It's tough to answer the difference between 30 minutes and 35 minutes, right? But what if they ask something that directly accuses you, and you know you're at fault? In this case, what you can do is to reply back with a solution-oriented statement. For example, if your spouse asked you why you're such an irresponsible parent, and you know you've been spending a lot more time with your friends than with your kids, then you could say something like, "I believe what you really want me to do is spend less nights with my buddies and help you take care of our kids, right?" Now your reply is much more acceptable, and you can get the conversation to a good start. And of course, you have to start doing what you've promised. Rude questions can be overcome with the right persuasion. But if the relationship is becoming too toxic, and you can't even have a heart-to-heart talk with them, you have to take drastic action. Watch this video next to discover how to overcome difficult or toxic people without even saying a word to them.